Alright, hi everyone, Nerf Gorilla here. People have been bugging me, asking me for several weeks now to hurry up and make a CMaNGOS guide. I made an Azeroth core guide, that's Wrath of the Lich King World of Warcraft, but this one's going to be a little bit differently. I'm doing it from scratch here, I don't know how it's going to go, but it's going to be CMaNGOS with bots here, and it's also going to be AI Chat, or Chat GPT, or whatever you want to call it. Let me show you what that means. If you look at the chat down at the bottom left, I'm going to type, "Hi assholes," and you'll see them actually respond organically. You don't know what they'll ever say. What did you do today? You can ask them anything, like as if it's ChatGPT, and they'll respond to you. I'm not an asshole, I'm a warlock. So then they'll answer you. And you can turn it on or off for just a few bots, or one bot, or every bot on the server. But it's a whole different topic. I'm going to try to cover the basics when we get to the end. I have it currently enabled for my GPU, which is why they respond so fast. You can do it for CPUs, which it'll be a little bit weaker. All basically depends on the power of your hardware, the power of your computer. You also don't have to enable what's called LLM or ChatGPT, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to enable that. I currently have it enabled. I just thought it's kind of a neat way to play WoW because it feels a lot more realistic when you talk to the bots. And it's uncensored, so you can ask it basically anything you want. Nothing's saved. Nothing. It doesn't access the internet or anything. It's all local. Hey, where are you going? You can yell at them. You can give them you can give them shit. So, like I said, it's an interesting way to play WoW, and this is Vanilla WoW. That's what we're going to install CMaNGOS Vanilla. So that's what we have here. I currently have 582 players on. Type server info. You can see it's a little bit different. Part of the reason I never made a guide for this is because it's a bit more difficult than Azeroth Core. Azeroth Core, setting it up to run Wrath of the Lich King, self-hosted, running your own server, is fairly easy by comparison. This requires some more steps, and you'll see for yourself, but it is possible to do. So I'm going to exit the game, and I guess I'm going to see if we can start rolling with this. Let me share my screen here. And I'm going to install from scratch in VirtualBox right here, as we did before. If you've never done any of this, if you've never ran Linux or VirtualBox or anything like that, you can watch a little bit of my Azeroth Core guide here on my channel and use that as kind of a way to get started. So I'm going to hit, actually I'm going to hit new here. I'm just going to name it CMaNGOS AI. Let's see, it's going to be Linux, and it's going to be Debian, Bookworm, 64-bit. We're going to select the ISO, which is going to be on my E drive. Oops. This is going to be kind of difficult because, yeah, I haven't installed it from scratch in a long time. So we're going to make sure that everything works here. We don't want unattended. You want at least 12 gigs of system RAM, because I had trouble actually compiling it with less than 12 gigs. I'm going to give it a lot of processors just because we're going to be compiling here on this computer. I wanted to get done fast. I'm going to give it 40 gigs. That should be enough. If you install the AI stuff, that could get pretty large. It could take up an extra 2 to 15 gigabytes, depending on the size model that you use, the LLM, the large language model. The one for CPUs is pretty small. It's called a 1B, and that is just about 2 gigs. So you don't need a whole bunch of space, but I'm just going to give it 40. Okay. Give it 40 gigs here. Finish. I'm going to make a couple other changes here. No, you don't really need to do this bidirectional. We're not going to set a static IP this time. I'm going to leave it as a dynamic IP just because so many people were having trouble with that before. So, but we do want bridged adapter here in network. Okay, this VirtualBox setting up the latest Debian Bookworm Linux. Alright, let's load it up for the first time. We're going to go down to install. English. There's a lot here. I tried to make it easier with aliases, so we'll be using those today as well. But it's an interesting way to play Vanilla WoW. There's a lot more micromanaging. You can tell the bots to actually sheep things, unlike Azeroth Core, and they will sheep it, especially important in dungeons and things. CMaNGOS. That's why I'm just going to name it. Don't enter a root password. Enter a username. I'm in Central. Just installing Linux here first. Then we'll start installing the... I guess I probably didn't have to install Linux, but whatever. Some people never installed Linux before. This will, of course, give you the most power because you'll be compiling your own executables to run the server. And I'm going to be starting off running the LLM on my gaming computer here, which is what this screen is right here. This is me running the LLM on my gaming computer because my server computer does not have a GPU to run an LLM, but my gaming computer does. I'm going to uncheck the first two. I'm going to check the bottom two using the space bar and the up and down arrows. We need an SSH server and, of course, no GUI. It's just going to be pure basic black window terminal Linux. We're going to save all of our power for the server itself. I will never use anything less than uncensored LLMs. Yep. Select this. Now, if we do this successfully, I'm just going to include an installation TXT file in the comments or in the description or something, and I would advise that you follow that more than the guide itself, more than the video. Just because things change over time, and I will generally update the text file rather than make a new video from scratch, you know? Okay, Linux is done installing. Now we're going to do the same as we did with Azeroth Core. We're going to use PuTTY to mostly access it and install things. So let me just log in here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. You got to log in as the user you picked first. Okay, then I'm just going to do IPA and get the IP address, and we're going to add it here. It's 192.168.1.221. Okay. Log back in as Nerve. Okay. Alright, just gonna use PuTTY then. Come on, you slow piece of... And I have one line now that you can use just to do that. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we have to sudo password to change the password. We can do this. Okay. We're going to do the quick faster boot. Okay. All right. So I should be able to log in as root now. Let's try it again. God, it's fucking slow. Holy crap, it's slow. Okay, yep, I'm in as root. Okay, first thing, we need these dependencies, which is quite a bit of stuff. That'll take a little bit. CMaNGOS with bots and AI chat. Yep. That's what we're doing. Again, it's not exactly the same as Azeroth Core, but it's kind of similar. And you'll see the differences coming up here. It's part of the reasons I never made a guide about this is because, oh my god, it's actually can be more convoluted than Azeroth Core. Azeroth Core has a nice script set up, and we ran through the script in my guide, which made it fairly easy to do a lot of the stuff, automate a lot of the stuff. I mean, I could technically do it with this too, but I don't have the time or skill to automate a lot of this, so it's not really automated. I stole a lot of the commands from a guy on YouTube named Digital Scriptorium. You might have heard of him. He's done a lot of CMaNGOS videos, but none so far with Playerbots, I don't think. So that's why this one's kind of unique. Alright, so we're going to do this make directory and stuff. We're going to do a couple git clones. So you need git clone MaNGOS Classic, Classic Database, and then Playerbots. So we're going to do that here. There's also a Burning Crusade version of CMaNGOS, which some people want too. It's similar to set that up as it is to set this up, but right now we're just dealing with vanilla WoW. Okay, that one's done. Let's do Playerbots. Okay, we just git clone 3 different repositories on GitHub. Or GitHub. Okay, then we're gonna make a new directory and change to that directory. And we're gonna do this make. This is what differentiates bots and no bots, like shit like this. We got an auction house bot too, which is also included. Okay. Then you gotta do this. This will start compiling it. I think I'm going to grab a drink while it compiles here. With vanilla WoW, there might be some tweaks that you want to do too. You can get the client, but there are some tweaks, especially if you have like a widescreen monitor like I do. There's certain add-ons you want. There's add-ons specific to CMaNGOS that allows you to control the bots a little bit easier. For Azeroth Core, to control the bots, we use an add-on called Unbot, which seems to work pretty well. There is not an unbot for CMaNGOS, as far as I could find. But like I said, there is still one on the screen. You might have seen it at the start of my stream here, where there was all those buttons everywhere. That's kind of like unbot in a way. But it's more specific how you can control them. You can make the bots craft their own items and actually put them on the auction house and shit too, all by themselves. The bots in CMaNGOS kind of behave more human-like. They're not as fast as Azeroth Core. They're actually a little bit slower in responding and things. So you could really confuse the bots in this CMaNGOS for real human bots. So some people think it's more accurate than Azeroth Core, and it very well may be. But I think people should have the tools to be able to install this stuff themselves. They should be able to run this software, run World of Warcraft by themselves, Vanilla or the Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King or whatever. And they can, but again, the people who work on this stuff, they're just not user-friendly. So they're not very good at making guides and teaching you how to actually run things and explaining it very well. Because, I don't know. They could. I'm not saying I'm good either, you know, but I'm just trying to relay the information to make it understandable for people. So this is just a first run to see if it even works, because like I said, it's been a while since I've installed it. So I might be modifying some of the text document here in real time, depending on how this all goes. We'll see. So, to put really simply, if you don't know what's going on right now, I am taking source code, just multiple files with words in them in weird text, and it's compiling them into an executable file, so that when you run the file, it'll actually run the program. You're building the program right now. You're building the server. You can make any changes you want to it, however deep those changes are, because you have access to the source code. All right, we're at 99% here. Then when it's done, there it is. Okay. You want to do the sudo make install. All right. Now we have to copy the config. So we're going to change directory to here. And we're going to do all of these. I think you can do them all at the same time. Yep. Okay. Those are done. Alright, so then we're going to make this directory, log directory, and we're going to set directories in the mangosd.conf file. So you want to use the page down or arrow down to go down to where it says data dir, and you want it to be this. Instead of the period that's there, you want to right click and paste it here. So the log file is going to be here. You want to paste it between those quotes so it looks just like this. Okay. Alright. And then I think you can make other changes here if you want. You can scroll down and look. I'm going to save it real quick. Yep, you can do all sorts of different things. Process priority, player limit. That's human player limit, by the way, not bot player limit. It's kind of like the Azeroth core config file where you can make adjustments and things. I'll activate weather, cast unstuck, whatever. Alright, so I'm just going to leave all that. Now we got to set the other directories in realmd.conf, which is a little different. So we're going to scroll down till we find the logs dir, and we're going to do that same thing and put this here. Okay. Now, you can modify the auction house bot config file here right now if you want. And you can also modify the player bot config file, which is right here. And I'm going to set the player bots just to 100 only, and maybe like 120. We're not going to put a bunch in there right now. So this is very similar to Azeroth core bots right here. One big difference, and we'll get into this a little later, is the LLM section. As you can see, LLM, of course, are the bots actually communicating realistically. So we'll be modifying a couple things in there to get it running after we get the server up and running. Alright, so now we need the vanilla client data. Now, Azeroth Core does this with a script, but I do it with a file on my own very website. Oh shit, I should put CD. Oh, never mind. I'm going to follow my own guide here. We're going to download the client, which for me is very fast. For you it might be a little bit slower. But it's easier than ripping the data off your CD. Ripping the data off your CD is a big pain in the ass, and I wanted to skip that. Why don't we have 7Z? I guess I didn't install 7Z here. Let me add it because I know I have it right here. Here it is. 7-zip full. Okay. Okay, I'm just adding a couple more mandatory things that we need. Let's go back here and run this command again. All right, so you should have 7-zip ready to go. Unlike me, I didn't have 7-zip installed yet. Okay, so it's extracting that 7-zip file into the right folders, so we have all the client data. You have to have the client data to run a server, otherwise it won't run. Client data is found on all of the World of Warcraft CDs. But like I said, ripping them is not fun, so I just made it to a 7-zip file on my own website. And you're free to use it. Yeah, but wasn't that for something else, though? Wasn't that for... I think he made that for like that little Raspberry Pi thing and not for like a real computer. All right, so then we got to delete that 7-zip file. Now we got to, I'm just going to do this check MariaDB. Yep, it's running. Okay. So we're going to do this MySQL secure installation. Hit enter, it says. Enter current password for root, enter for none. N for Unix socket. N. Okay. Y to change the root password. Actually, I don't really want to change it. Oh, okay. I guess I am going to enter one. Okay, then my computer's kind of locking up right now for some reason. All right. Oh, so it just locked up. Okay, great. Secure installation, you son of a bitch. Enter. And then N, Y. Remove anonymous users. Yes. No to allow remote root. No. Remove test database and reload privilege table. Yes. Okay, that's ready. Okay, we're gonna log in here. All right. Now we could just paste this whole thing, make a new user, and then exit. Okay, we're gonna do this. I gotta change the right directory. Where the hell is this located? I gotta find this file. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Alright. So we gotta change directory first. Alright. There we go. Okay, good. Just fix that. Alright, so then when this comes up, we select option 9. Which is just exit. You just do this off full database quick install and then exit. See? 9 to exit. Alright. So now we're going to go edit that file. I guess I should do this. There. Alright. Okay, so now we have to set a couple directories. Core path. So we got to find core path. There it is. Right now it's set to nothing. So we're going to grab this from the slash to... Alright. Okay, that's our core path right there. You got to set that. Then at the very bottom of this file, I'm going to scroll all the way down. We set ahbot to yes, full caps, and then Playerbots database to yes. Save it with Control O, of course, and exit. And we're going to run that one more time, and then we're going to select option 4 this time. It's kind of freezing up on me. It shouldn't freeze up. So 4 is going to be a full installation right here. So we're going to press 4. Okay, so the root, and then the password that we just set. All right, option 1, it's going to be a full default CMaNGOS Core and Classic DB. Type delete all if you are sure. Delete all. Okay, it's applying these database patches. This is what I was talking about. It's kind of different from Azeroth Core. This really should be automated, but whatever. If you got a better option, go ahead. At least updating it, I have a couple nice scripts to do that, kind of automated a bit. Press space to continue, and then option 9 to exit. There, now it says this at the top. That's where we have the database shit. There you go. All right. So now we're going to log. Oops. All right. We're going to go into MySQL again, and then use Classic here, and then we're going to paste all this shit. Now, we need the IP address. So, the IP address for this one, I already forgot, of course. It's 192.168.1.221. Okay, and then you can change the name of the realm right here. Okay, I'm going to just name it that. And we're going to paste this in here. There you go, exit. Starting the server. Okay, so let's start it up by changing directory, and then we'll do this. Now, same thing with Azeroth Core. We have a second window open now. And we're going to open it just like that. All right, there it goes. It's loading. So we have one for the auth, of course, and then one for the actual world. So it's loading the world and shit right now. We'll also do some aliases here in a second, and I'll show you. Makes modifying things a lot easier. Well, I guess I don't need a start script there. I'll put aliases here. You gotta let it, it's one of those first run type of things. You gotta let it run first. And then we'll log into the server and shit like that and just make sure it works, and then, yeah, you'll be ready to go. As for them talking in trade chat and shit, they seem to do that. I don't know how to fully control it, but I've seen them actually talk to NPCs as well. They'll go up to an NPC and say, I just did a quest, and it was really fun, but I have some questions about Taurens. Like, they'll try to talk to NPCs. These bots will walk up to an NPC and try to actually communicate with them. I think it's kind of charming. But I don't know how to fully control that, I admit. But they do funny things like that. But I bet it's happened in real WoW before. I bet real players have tried to communicate with NPCs before, which you can't do, but they try. I will say that LLMs or AI, chat GPT stuff, it requires kind of a lot of power if you have a lot of people doing it, and depending on your model and all this stuff, it's a whole other piece of software I've never really tried before until kind of recently, till CMaNGOS here. So I'm not going to give you the best information. I'm only going to give you what I currently know. So I am using what's called a 7B model, which I guess it's like means 7 billion connections, like a human brain or something. If you can use 1B for just CPU, but it's not as smart as a 7B or 20B or 30B or whatever the fuck that you would use a GPU for. Here's my aliases right here. So I guess I could set these up right now on the second window. Oh, maybe not yet. Wow, this is taking a while. It's building random item cache from 25,819 items. Okay, I think it started. Let me take my IP address. I'm going to take that IP address. I'm going to modify my, let's see, where is it? Realmless.wtf. Okay, I'm going to save it. Then I'm going to load this up, and it should be up right now. Oh, I don't have an account yet. I guess I need to make one, don't I? I guess I didn't add that part here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's see. Add account in world screen. Okay. So let me make an account. There we go. I'm going to make myself a GM. And I guess we don't need this add-on thing because it's vanilla, right? Alright, so I made an account. Let me open it up and connect. Alright, there it is. You can just make a little orc. Okay. I don't know if there's any bots yet. Nope. All right. So we just had to start it up. Now I'm going to stop it with Control Z. All right. And I'm going to do aliases right now. So here's how you do aliases. You do this bash RC. And then we're going to highlight all of these. I'm going to go down here, paste them, save it. Source, bash RC. Now when we type the word start, it'll start. Oh, we got to make the start.sh file. Okay. Start.sh. Here you go. We're going to copy this whole thing right here. I'll clean it up and make it. We're going to type start again. All right, we're starting again. There it goes. Okay. Oh, we got to stop. Okay, we got to kill this. Kill 13881. I don't know why that server was still running. All right. We type start again. All right. Had to kill it. It was running in the background. Okay. Should be loading bots as well. Yep, I think it is right now. Yep, there it goes. So on the first time, it doesn't seem to load bots. On the second time, I think it does. So banana. All right. I don't know why it's not loading right now. Why does it say that? Let me type stop again. Okay, so it's running right now. I guess I have to kill that one too. I missed that one, sorry. 13875. So if you don't see what I'm doing, I'm typing word kill -9 and then the PID, the process ID, which right here, realm D, this is what I'm going to kill. It's going to cancel that fucking... There. That should kill it. Now it shouldn't be running anymore. Good, okay, now I can hit start. Alright, Jesus. Fucking... Oh, man. Alright. Now it should work. There it goes. Yep. Alright. This is what I was talking about. One of the reasons I didn't want to make a guide yet, because it feels a little flaky still. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Now, for some reason, I can't hit O. What the hell's going on with this? You guys understand why I haven't made a guide yet? You guys keep bugging me. Make a guide, make a guide, make a guide. Well, look how flaky it kind of is, man. Now I can't even hit O to see players. There's no reason I should not be able to hit O. Okay, I can hit it now. Alright, there's... See, bots are actually on right now. So... Let me see here. There's an undead priest. .bot add. When you invite them, I think they become yours right away. Okay, so if you type the word summon, there he is. Okay. Now if I type hi asshole, you will see that he doesn't respond like AI chat is not enabled yet. But we'll do AI chat right now. So I'm going to log out, and then I'm going to type stop here to shut down the servers. I'll make sure with the net stat. Yep, there, it's down. Okay, here's how I'm going to add AI. So right here, you go to this website right here. It's at GitHub, Lost Runes, Kobold CPP releases. So I'm going to do this in Windows now. All right. So you go here and then you download right here. In my case, I'm going to be using CUDA. So I'm going to be downloading this one right here, just this Kobold CPP exe. This is for Windows. So I'm just going to download that, and I'm going to put it in my Kobold folder, and I'm going to overwrite my old one. All right. And then you need an LLM. Well, let's go get an uncensored one right here. This is one of the uncensored ones. It actually, you know what? We want, for this one, it's going to be a little bit bigger. All right, here is for my 3090. This is what it looks like. So once you go to this website, you go to Files and Versions right here. All right, and then I'm going to use a specific one. It's going to be 13B 2.0 Q6. I know this is weird shit. You think I know what I'm doing? And then I right-click and I just hit Save As and I download this right here. Right here. Okay? Or right here, actually. Download. So you want to download this file. This file is 10 gigs, okay? You see that? It's 10 gigs. I put them in the same directory. Right here. Here's the Cobalt EXE. And then the LLM. This is the trained LLM uncensored model, okay? That's where the AI is located. And it's entirely on your computer, nowhere else. It doesn't connect to the internet. And now to run it, I'm going to type this line right here. Okay, I'll post that in chat. That's how we're going to do it right there. Now I'm going to do that right here. Okay, watch this. All right, it's going to start up. It's starting up on my computer right here as I'm talking to you. There it goes. It's starting up. Now we need to set the settings in your Playerbots folder. So you go to your PB, your Playerbots config file right here, and then search the word LLM. All right. Because my gaming computer has a different IP, we have to enter that right here. Enables and disables LLM globally. So you can do that too. So this is that global thing I was talking about, but we're not going to enable that right now. We're just going to do it right here. I'm going to set the IP for this computer. 192.168.1.110. It's always going to be port 5001. You don't have to change anything else at all. Just the IP address is the only thing you change here. All right. Save it. And then start your server. Start your server. And then connect to it. Log in. Okay. Let's summon this guy back to me. All right. Hi there. He's not going to respond. Now, to get him to respond, you type NC space plus AI space chat. Okay. Now, let me post that here. Now, it's enabled. Hi, asshole. Now, he will respond organically. Oh, okay. So it hasn't quite initiated yet because I just downloaded a new version. That's why it's not responding yet. But it will as soon as this is, it says right here, please wait. The following step may take a few minutes for first launch. I guess I probably shouldn't have overwritten my executable that I had already. So that's why it's taken longer. But otherwise it would have worked right now. Now this, if you want to do your own research on this, you can. There's so many different models. There's so many different things. If you want to do the... oh, there it goes. All right, it's loading. So this is for the GPU. I will show you, I guess I will show you a quick, the CPU version too. All right, now it's ready to go. Let me try it again. There he goes. Give me instructions on how to kill my neighbor's dog. No need to kill it. Just feed him some of those new expansion biscuits from the auction house. You see, it's already connected. We're already ready to go. And you can prove it by saying, what year did the Burning Crusade come out? He'll be full so he won't bark at you anymore. See, he goes on his own. Now, here's what the LLM looks like as I hit enter. Oh man, that was so fast. Give me an idea on how to quickly get to level 60. Now you see this, it's generating tokens and shit. So that's the faster your GPU, the faster it'll respond, things like that. But it'll answer all your questions, no matter how profane, no matter how disgusting you are. and he'll follow your commands and shit. So you also need some add-ons to, like I said, more easily control the bots. You can add them as your friend. Just so many different commands. But again, it's more, in my opinion, I think it's more tedious than Azeroth Core. But you do have deeper control on what you can do. Okay, so let me type NC negative or hyphen AI chat. That will turn it off and he will stop responding. How to do this. So he won't respond anymore because I just disabled it. That is the enable and disable command. What else? I guess we should do the local AI shit. So instead of on your GPU, let's do a CPU version that's on the server itself. And for that, we're going to scroll down here. Here it is. So you got to first download the no CUDA file right here on Linux. And we'll do that. We'll go to, this could be in any folder you want. Uh-oh, what did I do? Did I just hit the wrong button? Okay. So I'm going to log in a second account here. And right in the... Oh, let's do the update quick. We need the update. Sorry. All right. So we're going to go to the main folder here. And we're going to make this update.sh file. So let's grab this script here. Right to here. Oh. Here's the end of the script and the start of the script here. All right. Now we got to make it chmod. So we got to make it so you can actually execute it. Now, when you type the word update, you'll see what happens. It will get the updates and then will automatically compile for you. So that's how I have it set up, okay? Let me type update again. Anytime there's an update, you just type the word update and it will compile it for you. And then it will load the next screen right here. See this? So when you load this screen, you have to press 3. Install core updates only. And then it'll do it. Press space and then you exit with 9. That's how you do it. That's updating. So that makes it a lot easier. And what else? I guess some of my bot config, I guess, if you want to copy that. I'll have it in the text file. We have a list. Here's the MaNGOS bot add-on. And you would go here and hit download. Download the zip. And that will be for controlling your bots. And that's a little website for it. And this is what it looks like. Then we got some bot commands. Again, this is kind of overwhelming. See, look at, I mean, there's just so many commands. It's more hardcore than Azeroth Core, okay? And then there's a bot inventory add-on, and then some manual commands. You might want to add some in-game macros to be able to have them follow you and all this other stuff. But I think that's about it. I don't want this to go too long. So yeah, I guess if you want to change the bot, let me see, hold on. It's kind of a pain just to have the bots change specs. I'll give you a quick example real quick. All right, so let me type the word talents list. So what you would do, right now this is a priest. I'm going to whisper him talent list. And he's going to tell me what spec he can be. He could be PvE heal disc, PvE heal holy, PvE DPS shadow, DPS disc, PvP heal holy, and etc. If I want him to be, I don't know what he is now. I don't think I can see it. If I want him to be like DPS shadow, I'll whisper him talents PvE DPS shadow.
I suppose so.
Okay, now he just changed to that spec. But that's not it. You actually have to you have to whisper him bot init. Okay, then bot train. Bot prepare. And then bot gear.
My mana is exhausted.
And that will re-gear him. So you have to do that with every time you want a different spec on a different character, okay? And that's one of the reasons it's kind of tedious. There's all these commands you have to type. Here's some more that I guess I will include as well. It's just, it gets really, it was a little bit too in depth for me, man. You know, I guess if you weirdos, I don't know, I guess you BDSM ball gag weirdos who kept pushing me to make a guide, well, go get some BDSM and get your, leather mask on and your whip and your handcuffs and shit and go deal with this CMaNGOS. It's fun, but it's a lot of fucking tedious micromanaging, which is just too much for me. And it could have been a 10-hour guide, and I don't want to make a 10-hour guide. So thank you, that's it, I'm Nerve Girl, fuck off and suck my cock. In fact, I'm going to tell the bot to suck my cock if I can. Oh, I guess I need to do the Linux version of it real quick. All right, so let's do Linux version of it. Where is it? Oh, God. Where is it? Where's my Linux fucking version, dude? All right, here's Linux version. All right, download it. Okay, it's downloading that. Then you download the LLM, just like in the Windows version. Now if I type ls, you'll see that I have two files, the Cobalt file and then this. So we got to make it executable. So there's that. Now we run this. All right, it's going to be running. But then that means, as that runs in the back, why not? Why couldn't it run that? Why couldn't it run that? No GPU backend found. That's the CPU version. That's the CPU version. Why isn't it? Well, it's tiny. Why is it so fucking tiny? Why did it stop, in other words? Let's try it again. Why is it downloading so fast? Okay, I guess that's not the fucking... So here's the download link here. Let's fix the download link. There we go. Okay, now we're getting the download link. Sorry about that. Okay, this one's a lot bigger, as you can see. It's downloading. It's about 1 gig. I don't think it works as good. So as that's downloading, we're going to stop our server. And we're going to modify the config file. And search LLM again. Now here, instead of your gaming computer, you got to change it to the computer it's running on, which is the word localhost. Don't change anything else. That's it. Oh, I guess one more thing is if you want your bots to talk to each other, that would be right here. Should previous conversation from all channels be mixed? No, that's not it. It's right here. The chance, 0 to 100, bots will use AI chat to respond to other bots. So you can turn this on and do like 80% of the time. Just the word number 80. So we'll just do that. So bots can now talk to each other instead of just you. So that's a setting in there. All right. So once it's done downloading, now we can run this fucking command. There we go. And then when this is running, we're going to start the server again. Now it's all running on the same server. Both the AI and the fucking server itself is running on the same server. But you're going to see that the bot chat is not as good as a GPU versus a CPU. Oops, I opened a second one. And then this is it, I'm done. And then you guys can leave me alone, thank you. Because I did it. Alright, I did it. It should work like I said, but it's going to be slower and you can kind of monitor that here. Hi, asshole. Oh wait, we got to turn it on. NC plus AI space chat. Hi, asshole. Where the fuck were you last night? Okay, is he not? There it goes. Alright, it's a little slow. I'm just going to say, where the fuck were you last night? And just see what he says. You'll see it's a little bit slower. The CPU and everything. I could give it more threads, I suppose. You can give it threads, you know, 16 or whatever you want. 20. My parents were killed by goblins. So, so that's all self-hosted on the same computer now. That's the Linux version over there. It's the same Cobalt and shit. Okay? Any questions? No? Thank you. Yeah, all right. It's a lot of fun to set up, isn't it? All that time to set up. It's really great. But that's CMaNGOS. You guys might like CMaNGOS. I don't know. Maybe you won't. Maybe you will. Maybe you like vanilla. Maybe you don't.